today. I don't want to buy into mainstream, secularized, worldly, materialistic stuff today. I just want to recognize today what is today? Saturday the 9th of June. And I want to recognize that today is the day that the Lord has made. And the overall message is love. Love thy neighbor, love thy family. It doesn't matter what you're going through. We've all been there. Like, there is no one problem that one family in particular is suffering that another family across the world has greater suffering. For example, let's take someone, I don't even want to say names or anything, let's take someone that is suffering really bad of some kind of disease, or I'm feeling right now, I'm being told like a flesh-eating bacteria, like someone I know I've been hearing a lot about too, or of new diseases that are becoming out that are modified diseases. That's suffering that we can't recognize or even adhere to on our level because we're so stuck in the mode of being controlled by our electronic leashes. And I am done doing this. I'm done playing into these conspiracies. I'm done being led by the controlled opposition. I'm taking everything for a grain of salt, because removing all bias and removing all subjectivity and all personal disbelief, setting all that aside, I see so much bad in the world. But at the same time that humanity has the power to kill and destroy, we also have the true power to create things that are true creations of a human soul. I have doubted it for far too long. I've doubted it for far too long. And we are beyond that point of arguing about this. I am done with you crazy people. I am not arguing about this anymore. If you don't want to believe that I've studied it, and I honestly feel like I can prove through talking points. See, that's a certain key word to remember. Through talking points, I can procure some documented evidence that shows some anomalies and human phenomenon of mysticism and the fantasy world when we come to thinking of the great questions of humanity. Where do we come from? What is our purpose? I mean, all I would like to say right now, today, in closing on this matter, is that even though I've been showed things that I can't go back on, there are certain things that I have seen and I've tried to debunk in my life. Certain things in the Bible, certain things with real people. I honestly feel like now is the time to come closer with your family and with your higher authority that you answer to. And when I say something like, I feel like humans were coexisting, I believe, and in my expert opinion, I believe that we know for a fact humans have been coexisting with saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths, mastodons, for over 10,000 years. There's just certain things beyond that. 30,000 years, 40,000 years ago before that. Let's 10 million years, 65 million years ago, and referencing the KT event. There's certain things scientifically that I cannot set aside as just a scientific theory. There's certain things now that I have seen that I used to be skeptical about that to me are scientific fact. And I'm not going to lose sleep over trying to change your mind or trying to persuade you, because I understand how powerful how powerful suggestion is. The power of suggestion is subversive. It's a very invasive. And on closing today, I'm going to say that this is probably going to be, if I go back and watch this today and I feel like this is appropriate for general audiences, I'm going to say this would be my first official video response to my question of what's anthropology, or my take and my opinion on the anthropological perspectives of the world and human life on my website. Because I am now thinking about doing this. It's just, I laugh at myself doing this because I've been told not to do this. I've been faced with opposition. Oh, you can't question authority. You can't go against the norm. You can't jump out of your pop culture. You can't go out of your social ability to move up in the American dreams of opportunity. So, okay, put all that aside. I'm going to start explaining certain things in detail, but I'm saying this is maybe one of the most hardcore, I guess you would say, intros I would ever give you to really getting to know behind the scenes, because this is definitely behind the scenes of Heavenly Pups and Dub's Treasure Store's view, especially me, the founder and creator of Dub's Treasure Store's view on pretty much everything. Theology, science, religion, people, populations, minority, the majority of the dominant groups, because that's what I plan on bringing you. And if you're seeing this video, then that means that I'm already on my way to going towards places where I live in this great state, and showing you things that you might not just see on your everyday TV channel. Showing you things that are great in life, but at the same time contrasting that on the opposite end of the spectrum. For example, I guess a good hypothetical situation would be, UGA interviews. Like, maybe I'm going to get something exclusive on the show, because I have a YouTube channel where we talk about antiques and blogging about animal pet ownership tips, or advice with adoption services, or just learning about different things. I'm all about learning. I'm all about special interest groups. I'm all about, I don't want to come off as a left-winger, a right-winger, a humanitarian, a libertarian, a Republican, a moderately conservative. I don't want to come off like that. I am done identifying to these categories. I am done with it. That's what I'm saying. Do you hear me? Like, when are you going to break free from your chains that bind you? Seriously. The electronic devices, like I say, the electronic leashes, everything. Do you guys not realize how much and how important the infrastructure of the electrical grid and fossil fuels are to civilization? Like I'm not going to do any more of this fear mongering. I am done losing sleep. Like, there are certain things I wish, it's so powerful that you can quote scripture, because he can't come against you. He cannot come against you. And these people, even if you don't believe in the devil, these people might as well be the devil, because they will come against you and transgress you, just like the devil, or your Satan, or your Diablo, or witches, or whatever, demonic forces, whatever you want to think that they are. But the blood is on your hands if you don't do anything about it. If you don't speak up, if you don't exercise what the God-given rights have been alienated to you, or unalienable rights that have been God-given rights to you, I should say. Makes sense, because the only true power that we have as people in this society, where you're quickly losing, I don't even want to go there, where there's certain things going on in this world, and we've got to wrap this up. We've got to go to break. I'm just saying, there's certain things happening too fast this year that I'm saying, folks, do not lose faith, do not lose hope in these challenging times, okay? And I'm going to be back, and we're going to continue to do the daily thing every day. And I suggest and highly recommend that to you. You've got to responsibility and continuance through the rhythm of time is the most important thing. Maybe you're a day-to-day person, maybe you are a week-to-week person, maybe you are a month-to-month or year-to-year person. It does not matter. The thing is to stay focused and to be consciously aware and subconsciously aware of the people that you're going to touch this year, and the people or organizations or entities that you're going to reach out to this year. Because I've seen it now in too many families, too many friends, too many acquaintances, that there are certain things that are going on that are beyond a normal or an average person's comprehensions, in the fanatical anomalies or supernatural versus the paranormal phenomenon. And it's all about people, you guys. It doesn't matter if you say, oh, you are an American, but you are a different ethnicity than me, and you listen to a different music than me, you're weird. No, I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying, what about if those two people in that hypothetical situation were to see somebody in another civilization, a South American continent area of region, where they kill you if you don't have permission to enter these areas, and they cut your head off, and they wear your head, and they shrink your head, and they wear it around your neck, they wear it around their neck, your head, they wear it around their neck as a trophy. Do you not understand? That's what I'm saying. We've got to stop this. We've got to stop this animosity and unite, because I am done trying to be superficial and fake. And this is the first time that you have really seen the true dub. And I mean, the antiques, the professional gaming, the professional puppy consultation, all of that firm is real. It's real. That's really me. But that is one side. There's one side that is left out in that. And it's very controversial issues, because it touches people. It gets under their skin. And there's only to a point where I will go so far before it starts getting people's blood pressure up. So, you know, like I said when I first started, I don't know if it's a sign of success, or if it's a sign of, you know, to stand strong and turn the other cheek in the face of opposition. But let me close on this. You know, it's been 2 weeks since I've read any in the Bible, and oh man, I feel so bad. I mean, just like, Lord, forgive me. I mean, it's been so long. 2 weeks is far too long. And I mean, if you don't, no, I mean, we just gotta go to real, we just got to go to real scripture right now. And it's like telling me that there's certain things besides, like, someone, if you're watching this and you know the scripture that is for the armor of the Holy Lord, please tell us to it. Write it in our YouTube comments, because see, there's something that I have not explained to you guys. I'm going from the beginning to the end of that holy book, our ancient book, for certain things. And I know you need to jump around and you need to read different things for structure in your life. But right now I've asked him for his blessing of wisdom